How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Riley here. And today, you guys, yet again, yes, I am bringing you all another brand new NBA video right here on my channel. And today, you guys, recently with all of the free agency craziness that has been going on around the NBA and from popular demand in recent videos, today we are coming at you guys with an NBA 2K19 rebuild, but with NBA 2K20 roster. So yes, you guys, I know free agency is not completely done yet, and there are still going to be some more signings. In fact, when I'm making this video, Kawhi Leonard still has not decided to sign anywhere. But you guys, again, like I said, for the sake of popular demand, we are going to be running through some rebuilds with the brand new constructed teams around the NBA. So before we hop into this at all, if you guys have any suggestions on who you want to see in rebuilds in the future here on my channel, leave your comments down below because I'm going to be doing a ton of them going forward. So again, please leave your feedback down below on which teams you want to see me rebuild. But you guys, as you can already see from the title of the video and on the screen right here, today we are going to be doing a team which a lot of people think improved quite a bit and has a high chance to make it to the NBA Finals this year and run the Eastern Conference. And yes, it is the Philadelphia 76ers. As most of you guys do know, they did not re-sign Jimmy Butler and ended up signing Al Horford to a 4-year, $109 million deal, along with acquiring Josh Richardson in a sign and trade with Jimmy Butler. So we are going to go into the rosters right now, you guys, and as you can see, I have downloaded the most recent and most popular roster for NBA 2K20. And you can see right here, it has everyone. We got Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris on his new 5-year deal, Al Horford on his 4-year deal, Josh Richardson, and they even have players like Mike Scott, who re-signed for a 2-year deal, along with James Ennis and Kyle O'Quinn, who signed recently as well. So yes, these rosters are very up to date. In case you were wondering, there are very little to none mistakes. I went through the entire thing. The only thing is that they still have Kawhi Leonard on the Raptors because, again, like I said, he has still not decided. But regardless of that fact, we are still going to use these rosters and we're going to try to rebuild this team and get the most success out of them we possibly can. But you guys, before we actually hop into this rebuild, I just want to say that if you are brand new viewers to the channel and you have not done this yet, highly encouraging you guys to go right over there and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It literally takes 2 seconds. We're coming out with brand new NBA videos every single week, a ton of rebuilds on the way. You guys don't want to miss out on this, I promise you that. So if you guys do this for me, I really do appreciate it, believe me on that. But without further ado, let's hop into this new Philly 5 rebuild. All right, again, you guys, I just explained the rosters. There's not much to go through. I went through the minutes. I haven't actually touched any of these yet, and you can see our starting 5 is going to be Ben Simmons, Jay Rich, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid. Which, honestly, you guys, this is probably going to be one of the more fun teams to play with in NBA 2K20. If I'm not mistaken, like, this lineup looks very deadly and like it could do a lot of damage. So the first season, I'm thinking, like I said, it's not going to take much to rebuild this team. Ultimately, with this video, I want to hop into this and show you guys how successful they are going to be in NBA 2K20, at least from what NBA 2K19 thinks. But you can see right now, they are currently 10 deep with Kyle O'Quinn being the 10th man in this rotation. So I'm thinking we're not going to touch anything, except I'm not even going to give Jay Rich any more minutes. This is going to be the starting 5. We're not going to touch the 10-man rotation. We are just going to hop into the simulation right away, and we're going to see how good they do the first year, and we're going to make necessary changes going into the offseason. All right, so you guys, what I did first, actually, I paused the simulation real quick to give the injuries to Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant to make this as realistic as possible. And I'm not too sure. I know Kevin Durant's going to be out for the year, probably with that torn Achilles, but with Klay Thompson and his torn ACL, he might be able to return by the end of the year. I'm not quite sure, so we're giving the injury 250 days of recovery, so maybe he will be back for the end of the season. I'm not quite sure. But as we can see, the Golden State Warriors have Jabari Parker on this. All right, that's a little weird. But Klay Thompson is currently out with a torn ACL, and it says he's going to be out for the season. So I'm guessing that's going to be realistic. I already gave the injury to Kevin Durant, so they are out for the year. But you can see that the Philadelphia 76ers are 7-4 right now, so interesting. But we're going to go to the end of the season. I will update you guys when we get there. All right, you guys, we are to the end of the 2019 to 2020 NBA season, and we have Nikola Jokic winning MVP. But I should state first that we finished with a 53-29 record, and honestly, that is not as good as I expected this Sixers team to finish. I expected them to finish better than this. But what are you going to do? I'm not going to complain. 53 wins is definitely decent. I have no idea where we are in the Eastern Conference, but we see Zion win Rookie of the Year. We got Montrezl Harrell winning 6th man with the Clippers. He is still there. Giannis winning Defensive Player of the Year. Donovan Mitchell winning Most Improved, averaging 30. Damn near 30. That is insane. He averaged 33 and 4 and 2 steals for the season. Incredible. And Mike Malone wins Coach of the Year, going 56 and 26 with the Denver Nuggets. And we're moving on to the All-NBA teams. We are going through the first team. The Sixers got no one. Second team, we did get Joel Embiid, however. And third team, we get no one. All right, interesting. And we see Ja Morant as a rookie make All-NBA third team. All right, that's a little overboard. But, I mean, what are you going to do? I didn't see Zion make any rookie teams, Oh, Zion made all first team. All right, what is this? What is this, dude? He's already an 85 overall in this game. That's a little absurd. I think we need to pump the brakes with how good Zion is in all of these rebuilds. I'm not saying he's going to be insane like this, but this is a little absurd. Okay, so we keep moving on. Let's see any all defensive teams. We keep going through, and we did not get anyone on first or second team for these. Our rookie team is right here. You see we got Zion, Josh, RJ, Kobe White, and Jarrett Culver. Not terrible. All right. Then we got second team DeAndre Hunter, Bruno Fernando. You can read through the rest. And moving past that, we are going to go into the season stats and see who averaged what for our team, because I'm actually really curious to see this. Joel Embiid averaged the most for the Sixers, averaging 24, 12.5 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. That is some solid numbers from Joel Embiid. More than impressed with that. Then we got Tobais averaging 16, Ben Simmons averaging 16, Horford averaging about 13, and J. Rich averaging just over 10. So that is some definitely good production from our top 5 that we needed. But going down, our bench actually did pretty decent too. We got 9, 8, 5.5. James Ennis got 5, and Kyle Quinn got 4 off the bench. So that's definitely what we wanted. Could have been a little bit better off the bench, but I'm not going to complain. The team finished overall really well to finish off this first season. And we are going to go into the standings. There they are, right there. We're going to go into the standings. We're going to check out where we are, and we finished the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. That is what I'm talking about. Boston finished second with the new Kemba Walker and Enes Kanter additions. That is very interesting. We got Milwaukee finishing third in the East, followed by Toronto, Chicago, Orlando, and Cleveland made the playoffs with a 37-45 record, and so did Brooklyn with the same record. They barely got in the playoffs. Wow, that's very interesting. Without Kevin Durant, they barely snuck into the playoffs by 1 game, just beating out the Terry Rozier-led Hornets. All right, that's actually ridiculous if that's how it's going to go down next year, but I'm not going to say anything. We're moving into the West. We got the Houston Rockets finishing first, followed by Denver, Utah, Golden State, Oklahoma City, Los Angeles, San Antonio, and Portland. So we see Los Angeles get the 6th seed. Very interesting, just with LeBron and AD. But without further ado, we're not going to waste any time. And in the first series of the playoffs, we are taking on Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets. I'm really hoping they don't choke this away. They better take this series with ease. We're up 1 game right now. We keep going. We're in the game 2. It's tied 1-1. All right, please do not blow this. We're up 2-1. All right, we're looking good right now. 2-2. Oh my God, 3-2. Please do not.
Got him!
You're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. They get eliminated in the first round by the 37-45 Brooklyn Nets, led by Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Jordan. All right, well, now we're going to simulate the entire playoffs, and we're going to see who's actually going to come away with the championship this year. I cannot believe they got eliminated first round after being the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. That's honestly ridiculous. And we see the 8-seeded Brooklyn Nets make it to the Eastern Conference Finals against the Boston Celtics and Kemba Walker, and it is currently 2-2. On the West side, we got Houston and the Lakers. And oh my God, it's 3-3. Houston makes it, and Boston sneaks it out in 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now we got the NBA Finals. Boston was up 3 games, and we see Boston blow a 3-0 lead. Oh my God. Unless I'm seeing things, we just watched Boston blow a 3-0 lead in the NBA Finals. That is insane. But the Houston Rockets come away with the NBA Finals championship. James Harden is your Finals MVP. At a 98 overall, he averaged 29.5, 4.5, and 8 assists per game. 50% three-point shooting, damn near, and 51% from the field. Just absurd. But we see the Houston Rockets take the NBA championship. I still cannot believe we got eliminated in the first round. That is just such a joke, but what are you going to do? It is what it is, and without further ado, we are jumping into the offseason right now. We're going to have to see what changes we need to make in order to make this team better. Better in the playoffs, I should say, because the regular season, we finished with the 1 seed. There's no more we could have done in that situation. But I'm going to skip past some of the unessential stuff you guys don't need to see, and I will bring you guys back when we actually have something that matters. All right, you guys, if any Sixers fans are watching this, I'm sorry, but I'm firing Brett Brown. We need something new. I feel like we need a better coach in this situation with this team. I mean, don't get me wrong, in real life, I don't mind him that much, but in this game, his ratings are not the best, and we could definitely get someone better. So we're going to go through the candidates right now, and I'm thinking we're going to offer Greg Popovich right now, see if we can actually get him, and we don't even have enough money to get him in this budget. All right, that's very interesting. I'm thinking we're going to try to go after Jacob Underwood then. That is our next best option. We're going to offer him around probably $4 or $5 million, see if he takes it. Hopefully he does. We're going to get a solid trainer as well, so we're going to offer the top trainer A-. That should get us 3 camps. We're going to offer him 2 as our last trainer is now gone. And the scout and assistant GM, which actually don't matter much, so we're going to hop in to see if the candidates that we went after actually sign with us. All right, you guys, we were able to get every single candidate that we went after, so we exceed the staff. Dude, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're going to exceed the staff budget? Are you serious? All right, you guys, after almost exceeding the staff budget, I was able to tweak some things out and work it out. So we got everyone that we went after. We got Jacob Underwood. We got our new scout. We got our new trainer. Hopefully this is going to help us out a little bit in terms of winning games and playoff success as we have a whole new court like this. But without further ado, we are hopping into free agency very soon. Ben Simmons, we are going to extend the qualifying offer to keep him for the last year of this rebuild. I'm thinking it's only going to be 2 years, considering there's not much to do with this team, and we're going to see if they can even get this championship in 2 years, which I'm really hoping they can. All right, you guys, after changing Al Horford to an actual power forward position, which is his actual real position since he was in college, he moves from an 87 to an 89, so that is huge. I mean, he was already playing the 4 last year, but just actually changing his position actually helps that out a lot as he goes up 2 overalls, so that is going to be very nice. But looking through this, we need a backup point guard for next year. Shooting guard, we are still good with J. Rich and Zaire Smith. We got Tobias Harris and Thibault being the backup, which is definitely good. We got that. We got the power forward position with Mike Scott being the backup, and then we got Joel Embiid, so we might need a backup center and a backup point guard. Those are the only 2 things with retaining Ben Simmons this year. So yes, ultimately we are going into the next season with generally the same team. I will let you guys know who I sign and who I go after, but just be reminded that it is generally probably going to be the same team. Hopefully the new coaching is going to help us out a ton here, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So I will get back to you guys who I'm going to be signing after this free agency period. All right, so you guys, actually you can see that we are going to renounce the rights on Kyle O'Quinn. We are going to let him walk after his 1-year deal, but we are picking up DJ Augustine for the backup point guard position and Boban Marjanovic again, just to put him at the backup center position. I feel like he is still going to be a solid player back there, especially with how tall he is at 7'3". He is going to do nothing but hopefully help this team out coming off the bench as he did in real life for the 1 year he was on the team. So we are going to accept those 2. Again, we're just trying to bring back Ben Simmons as much as possible. I'm going to keep you guys updated as we keep going through, but we do not have enough room under the cap to sign Boban, so you may only sign players for the amount of cap space you have remaining or the league minimum of $868,000. So it looks like we're keeping DJ Augustine, but Boban is still on the free agent market, so we're going to go back over to centers and we're going to see who we can actually pick up for a minimum. And all these players, like, can we pick up Mozgov? I'm so confused why we could not get Boban. He was so close to the veterans minimum. It was actually ridiculous. Like, we did not get him. All right. I was just checking to see if 2K didn't glitch out on me. But we're going to go over to these centers, and Tyson Chandler even, like, he's still, I feel like we can, the league minimum. We should be able to get Tyson Chandler. Okay, there we go. We got Tyson Chandler, so now it looks like we're going to be able to keep Ben Simmons as no one else is offering him. He is still a restricted free agent for the last year of this. We still have no offers on him. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go all the way through into player progression, skip through it all, and he is going to accept the qualifying offer of just under $11 million. So our starting lineup next year is looking like our 2 point guards, Ben Simmons and DJ Augustine, coming off the bench. He's down to a 75, but still, that's really going to help us out. We got J. Rich and Zaire Smith, Tobias Harris and Matisse Thybulle. Power forwards, Al Horford, and we got Jonah Bolden and Mike Scott. Mike Scott can be a shooter off the bench. That will help. And then we got Joel Embiid and Tyson Chandler off the bench, you guys. I'm really feeling like this is going to be a solid team this year. We're going into player progressions now. We got Joel Embiid still at 94. Ben Simmons up to an 89. Tobias at an 89. Al Horford went down to an 86. That's fine. Not going to complain. J. Rich went up to an 83. That's solid. That is solid. We got Thybulle at a 78. Bolden at 74. We still got James Ennis and DJ Augustine, obviously, that we just signed. So we're looking good, you guys. I'm not going to lie. This team is looking good with the new coaching. Hopefully, we can do something next season. All right, you guys, we are into training camps now, and we do have 3 with our new trainer, so that is huge. Now it is just on the fact of who we are going to send to these. We got Thybulle and James. We got Thybulle. I'm pretty sure I'm going to send it to Thybulle. So if I'm saying his name wrong, I'm sorry. I honestly do not know how to say it, and I apologize if I am slandering it. But it seems like that's how it's pronounced, so I'm going to keep saying that. But he goes up to an A-. Now we got 2 more potentials. I'm thinking I'm going to send it to Ben Simmons just because why not? And he goes up to an A+ at age 24. So that is huge. He's only going to go up this season. And we got 1 more that we can send someone to. And going through the entire lineup, either Bolden or J. Rich, I'm thinking I'm going to send this to, and I'm thinking we're going to give it to Josh Richardson just because he stays at an A-, but what are you going to do? It's only going to help him. So after going through the training camps, we're going to hop into the next season. I will show you guys the minutes, and we're going to see how this team is rocking for the next and final season of this Philly 5 rebuild. All right, so you guys are hopping into the minutes right now. You can see we still have the same starting 5 we did last season. Across the board, we got 90, 83, 89, 86, and 94 overall. I'm really hoping this team can do better than last season. The coaching should help. I'm really hoping it's going to. But then off the bench, we're running 9 deep. We got Thybulle as a 6th man at a 78 overall. Definitely not bad. Followed by James Ennis, Tyson Chandler, and DJ Augustine. And then we have Mike Scott if we absolutely need him at the 10th position to come in if we do need him, as I just said. But other than that, you guys, I'm thinking we're not going to do any scoring preferences. I don't think we need to do that in this situation. Our team is too stacked all the way around to put someone at the top scoring preference. But looking at those minutes, it looks pretty solid, you guys. I'm not going lie. So without further ado, after looking at this, we are going to hop into the second and final season of this rebuild, and we are going to see how well this Philadelphia 76ers team can do with new coaching and in the new season. All right, you guys, we're to the end of the second season in this new Philly 5 rebuild, and again, not as good as I was expecting. We finished with a 52-30 record, which should be probably a top 3 seed in the East, but still definitely not as good as I was expecting this team to do. They should be doing a lot better, unless I'm just crazy. But we see Giannis win MVP. We got Cole Anthony, Rookie of the Year with the Phoenix Suns. Definitely interesting there. We got Romeo Langford, 6th Man of the Year with the Boston Celtics, putting up 14, 3, and 5. All right, that's actually pretty cool. Giannis winning DPOY as well. Most improved player, Michael Porter Jr. for the Denver Nuggets. That's pretty awesome too. Averaged 16, 5.5, and 2 assists per game. Mike D'Antoni, Coach of the Year, 55 and 27. So we already know that we didn't finish best in the entire NBA, but knowing that the best team had that record, that's probably a good sign for us. And we're going through the All-NBA team. Zion is already up to an 88 overall. Makes first team again. Of course he does. We're going through. We got Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid on second team. That is good to see. Third team, we got no one, but that's all right. I'm not going to complain. Going through all defense as well. Didn't see anyone on my team. We got the all rookies as well. We're going to go through that, and we are the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference, so I'm not going to complain. But once again, as we always do, we're going to go into the season stats, and we're going to see who averaged what for this team, seeing if everyone's keeping up their averages. And Joel Embiid averaged 24, 11.5, and 2 this year. He's up to a 95 overall. That is so good to see. In this situation of the rebuild, Ben Simmons up to a 92, averaged 20.5, 8, and 8 per game. Those are some insane numbers. So happy he's on this team. He is such a fun player to play with in 2K. It's honestly ridiculous. And in simulations, he does a ton. Tobias Harris up to an 89. He averaged 17. J. Rich averaged 12. Al Horford averaged just over 11. We got Thibault averaging 9 as 6th man. James Ennis with 8. DJ Augustine with 5.5. And Tyson Chandler with 4. So not too bad with these numbers. And we are going into the standings as well. We're going to see how we finish compared to other teams. We finished 5 games behind the 1-seeded Atlanta Hawks. All right, that is just ridiculous. Trae Young, Herter, DeAndre Hunter, Bruno Fernando, and DeMarcus Cousins at the center position for the Hawks. Finished number 1 overall. They got Cam Reddish, 6th man, Emmanuel Mudiay, Chandler Hutchinson, Joe Harris. All right, this team's actually scary. And then they got Omari Spellman, Alan Crabb. Dude, this team is honestly ridiculous. If we match up against them in the conference final, it's going to be interesting, but we have to make it there first. As last year, we did not make it out of the first round. But without further ado, we are in the first round against the Toronto Raptors. And actually, before we simulate, I'm going to check out their team, see what they are made of. They got Kyle Lowry, Tyreek Evans, Kawhi Leonard again, Pascal, and Marc Gasol. So this is basically the championship team we're going up against in the first round. That's what I love to see with adding Tyreek Evans, who's currently banned from the NBA, but whatever, I'll let it slide. But we're simulating, and we're down 1-0 already. We tie up 1-1. Now we're going to Toronto. We're down 2-1. We're tied 2-2. For the love of God, please just win a series. We're up 3-2 and 4-2. Finally, we see this Philly team win a series in this simulation and this rebuild. I will take that. And now we are going up against Boston in the second round. We're going to check them out. They got Kemba, Jalen, Jason Tatum, Grant Williams, Enes Kanter, Romeo Langford, Gordon Hayward, Marcus Smart. All right, this team is pretty loaded as well. Generally the same team that they have this year going into next year, I should say. But without further ado, we're going to simulate this round as well. Hoping we can get by them. We're up 1-0, 2-0. All right, I like what I'm seeing. 3-0. Can we just sweep them? We sweep them into the final round, not the final round, the Eastern Conference Finals, my apology, and we're taking on Brooklyn again. We got Houston and Memphis on the other side. All right, very interesting. But here we got Brooklyn. We got the team that knocked us out in the first season of this rebuild. They got Kyrie, Karras, Kevin Durant, Allen Williams, DeAndre Jordan, Jarrett Allen, Spencer Dinwiddie, Taurean Prince, Jalen Hands. My God, dude, this is going to be interesting. I don't know how they were a 5 seed, but we're going to simulate by game in this one. We win game 1. All right, that is awesome. That is awesome. Take both of them, and it's tied 1-1. We're going to Brooklyn now. Very interesting. 2-1. That's what I like to see. Come on, make it 3-1. 3-1. Beautiful. Beautiful Philly. Simulate the current round. Gentlemen sweep them. Let's go. Come on. All right, 3-2. Please. 4-2. All right. Amazing. The Philadelphia 76ers make it to the NBA Finals. And we're taking on the defending champs, the Houston Rockets. I'm going to look at this team, see what they're actually made of. They still got CP3, James Harden, Chris Wilkes, Marvin Williams, Clint Capella, Austin Rivers, Al-Farouq Aminu, Timothy Mozgov, Torrey Craig. All right, very interesting team. Definitely can say that. But we're going to go by game in the NBA Finals as well. We're down 1-0. All right, that's a bummer. We're down 2-0. All right, we need a miracle here. We're coming back to Philly. We're down 3-0. Oh my God. We saw Houston come back from a 3-0 deficit in the finals last year. I'm just gonna simulate the current round, see if we can do it, and we get swept in the NBA finals. All right, that is a huge bummer. But what are you gonna do? James Harden is apparently unstoppable in this game. He is your finals MVP again, averaging 37 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists. Are you kidding me? That's literally unguardable. He shot 54% from the field and 53% from 3. You have actually got to be kidding me with these numbers. Absolutely absurd, but you saw they swept their way through the conference finals and they got taken to 7 games in the first round, which is really interesting. But without further ado, after making it to the NBA finals in the second season of this rebuild, I consider that kind of a success. It's been really interesting to see this team win it all, that is for sure. I tried my best, but actually with keeping this team how they were, I wanted to see if they could actually make it to the finals and compete and win an NBA championship with the lineup they have right now. But you guys, after running through 2 seasons of this new Philly 5 rebuild, I'm thinking it's going to mark the end of the video here today. If you guys did enjoy the video in any way, shape, or form, I'm highly encouraging each and every one of you guys to go down below and slap a like on it for me. If you guys want to see more rebuilds like this with the new and improved NBA teams around the entire league, make sure to leave your feedback down below of if you do and what teams you want to see as well. I'm really looking forward to doing more of these. If you guys want to see them, that is for sure. But again, if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to go down below and subscribe as well. We're coming out with brand new videos every single week, all NBA oriented. It's gonna be a ton of fun around the channel, you guys, and you do not want to miss out. That's all I'm gonna say. I promise you that. But after making that final comment, I think that's all I have to say, you guys. Once again, I thank each and every one of you so much for watching yet again. I love each and every one of you guys. You all know this, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.